All right.
Hello.
Hi. Happy Friday. It's not Thursday, but it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. And you know what? Coolest thing? We're actually in the same spot at the same time. We are having a meeting of the minds. So we decided it would be the perfect place to do our next monthly memo. And it's the ideal topic because it's words that are coming out of Janelle's mouth all the time.
Yes.
What is it, Janelle?
Work smarter, not harder.
There we go. And actually, we did some research. And you know what? This is a real thing. It's not just Janelle's thing. It's a real deal.
Yep.
So we are here to talk about some research that has been done and hear some actual statistics, and well, not really statistics, but facts and ideas from real executives of big, gigantic companies.
Yep.
And they're going to tell us, or we're going to tell you some of their best tips for working smarter, not harder. Okay, so the first one.
Measuring results.
Okay, so a lot of us are really good about getting to the end of our day and looking at our list and going, I didn't get anything done. I spent 2 hours cleaning out that fridge at the location that I was at, and therefore I had to stay later, or maybe I didn't get to accomplish a task. So
Yep.
instead of looking at it that way, Janelle, what should we do?
Good question.
We should look at what we did.
What did you do? Because if you focus on what you did versus what you didn't do, you're going to feel better at the end of the day and at the end of your shift. Okay?
Exactly. So these executives suggest making done lists. Okay, so whether this is in your brain or this is physically on a piece of paper, whether this is just with your job with Weber Cleaning or the rest of your life, okay? Make a list that focuses on what you accomplished, what you actually did during the day, not necessarily about what you didn't get done, okay? Because when you focus on the things you did accomplish, you're going to feel better about your work and you're going to be ready to start the next day to get the rest of those things done.
Yep.
Okay, what's number 2?
Leads to the next thing, attitude.
Attitude. Okay,
Yep.
so we just went through the policy and procedure manual, and there's a whole page dedicated to attitude in
Yep.
there, Janelle. And you talk about your approach to things and how attitude means a lot to you in our company, and what do we need to do?
Well, if you have a positive attitude, you're going to perform better, okay? You're going to step up and help either people fill in for a job or help out with that top to bottom job, whatever the case might be. Poor attitudes get you nowhere. Okay?
Exactly. Yep, you're going to
So-
be more willing to step up. Your work
Yep.
is going to look better. You're going to do better for Weber Cleaning as a whole overall.
Yeah.
The next thing that they talk about, which is huge, is good, strong communication skills, okay? We all know Janelle has those. She's amazing at communicating, but that's what makes her so successful, okay? So getting into crew and leaving us messages, being a part of the conversations that we're having in crew, leaving notes in T-sheets, you talk about that a lot. Leaving us notes every single night, every single shift. Tell us what's going on.
Yep.
Tell us if something broke. Tell us if something strange happened. I don't really care what you tell us.
Just tell us, talk to us.
Talk and talk
Yep.
and talk, okay? Strong
Yep.
communication skills are very, very important. And actually, the number one most important communication skill is active listening. So the listening is more important than the speaking a lot of times, okay? So Janelle has to listen to you guys. She has to listen to her customers. She has to listen to her employees, and she has to take all of that information in to make a strong company. So that's number one. When you are communicating, it is also very important to be direct and to be short so that we don't
Yes.
lose stuff in communication. So we love your notes, but just tell us what's going on. So
Okay.
all good things. What's
Yep.
next?
The next thing is routines. Okay. Establishing a good routine is important. I don't care if you go into your location and you do the same thing every single night or every single shift that you go into, okay? If you want to start at the back of the building and then come to the front, whatever your routine is, starting at the top and going down, whatever works for you, but keeping the same routine, I think, is very important.
Yeah, you'll be more effective in your location.
More productive.
You will be
Yep.
very much more productive in establishing routine. We've started that for you by setting up the cheat sheets.
Yep.
That way you know what you have to accomplish every shift, but you deciding what's the best order to accomplish all those tasks, that's going to be extremely important for you. And being a very smart worker.
Yep.
Okay, you're not going to have to work harder to remember because you do the same thing over and
Right.
over and over.
Right.
Ooh, this is one we were just talking about.
Yeah, the next thing on the list is multitasking. Who does that? Huh? Or we try to do that? Oh my gosh, just even yesterday, I was trying to do 6 things at one time. I got them all done, and I actually made a simple moment about this, that if you try to do that, you can do that, but are you doing it the right way? Did you get everything done on your list today? Yes. Could have I done it better? Yeah. If I want to try to do everything in one day.
Exactly. And you're not working smarter by doing that. You're working harder essentially, because your brain, okay, research has actually shown us that when your brain is trying to focus on multiple things at the same time, it physically cannot do that. So you are not giving good attention to any one of those 6 items. So what you're actually doing is you're diverting your attention from this thing, and then you're jumping over to this one, and then you're jumping back to this one, and you're going back and forth. And so that's why when we're multitasking, we always feel scattered and crazy, is what probably you were feeling a lot of yesterday, because you're trying to accomplish everything all at once. Not the smarter way to do it. Pick a task, finish that task. Men are really good at this. Tim, you're gonna watch this. You guys are amazing. You're good at boxes. I open this box, I'll close this box, finish this box, then I'll open the next box. Women have a harder time with that just by nature. And so working hard on that in your job will help you work smarter, not harder. Start a task, finish a task.
Yep. Oh, which leads to the next thing. Stress. It was stressful for me when I was trying to do that, because I thought, oh my gosh, the office closes in 30 minutes and I still have 6 things going at one time here. And the phone was ringing and I was trying to wait for the laundry to get done. Yeah, it was very stressful.
So stress, we all know, is not good for us. It's not good for our bodies. It's not good for our brains. And you know what? As an employer, it's really not good for her employees to be stressed. So we have a few things up our sleeve that we are working on to maybe de-stress you guys a little bit more, because honestly, if Janelle can de-stress you with Weber Cleaning, it's actually going to benefit you overall, whether you're at home working with your family, whether you're at your other full-time job working there. Whatever she can do to de-stress you is going to help. So we've got a couple things going on here. Okay?
Yeah.
Leads right into the next one.
Yeah. Slow down, guys. I am just as guilty, and I think Sandra is too. We are always coming up with new things for you guys, and super excited. But like I told Sandra the other day, I just said when we meet or when we talk on the phone, everything that we talk about, I want done yesterday, okay? Or let's hurry up and get this done so it's off our list of things to do, okay? It's hard to be patient, you know?
But it's actually not the most effective way to work, okay? So you can just run into your location with your head cut off because you're crazy from everything else, and you can just tear away and start cleaning. But if you didn't stop and take a second to think about your approach. What am I doing next? Okay, where am I going to go? What is my goal for tonight? What is my plan? If you don't slow down just a little bit and figure out your approach, you're going to struggle. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be multitasking, and all of those other things that we've already talked about are going to fail, and you're not going to work smarter.
Yep. Oh, distractions in life in general. We all have them. Some more, some less.
It fits into the exact same as everything else we've talked about. You need to try to lessen the outside distractions in order for you to work better, okay? So, if you're an executive, if you need to really accomplish a task, you need to remove everything else. You need to shut the door, you need to shut the lights off, whatever you need to do to just focus on that one thing. When you're cleaning, distractions that are going to make your life more difficult are your cell phone, right? If you get notifications for social media and your phone is in your pocket and it's going ding, 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 ding constantly, you're going to be distracted. And so your brain is going to stop and take that half a second to think about, what was that ding? Wonder who just updated their status. Maybe something's happening. So stick your phone in your pocket, silence it, turn it on airplane mode, whatever you need to do to remove that as a distraction, okay? If you're going in at a time of day when other people are there still working, you have to work really hard on just doing your job, because they can become your distraction, okay? So eliminate those kinds of distractions and you will work better.
Oh, the next item is use your team, okay? We all are known to be the Weber Cleaning team, aka the Weber Cleaning family, and that's what I love about you guys, is that we all feel that Weber Cleaning family connection. Okay.
Yeah, so we want to utilize each other, ask questions. We're in the midst of working on a mentoring program. A couple of you have heard about it already, and that won't probably debut until this summer. But we want to work on a program where you have more access to people to help you when you have these questions. So just don't be afraid, use us. And we've always said, I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. If there's a problem and there's a struggle, that's what we're for. You have our numbers, you have our personal numbers, you need to get a hold of us.
Same thing, that our faith is really incorporated into this business. And so anybody has a special prayer request, We get it out there. We
Yep.
start praying for each other.
Let us know. We need to
So
know.
that's the smart way of going about things. Don't hide things. We're all here for each other.
The last thing really on the list is tools and equipment. Obviously, you can work better if you have the proper tools to do it. Unfortunately, sometimes the best way to do it is still the old-fashioned way and good old elbow grease. And honestly, you're going to be probably more effective because when you're making that done list, remember, if you got on the floor on your hands and knees and you were able to get into every corner and scrub the grout on that tile floor, you're going to feel better about it and you're going to have less work to do later. So sometimes that is the best way to do. If there is other tools and equipment that we can offer you that will
let us
help
know.
make it easier, Janelle has always said,
Yep.
just let me know. Just
What,
let me know.
What
We'll
can
look
I do
into
to
it.
make your job easier?
Yes,
Yep.
yes. So, summing it up, we are going to have a positive attitude. We're going to set routines. We're going to communicate.
Communicate.
That's the funniest thing is our minister says that to everybody. Anytime you sit down with
Yeah.
him for a meeting, I think I can solve your problem before you even start. Communicate. Every marriage, every family, everything. Slow down. Take one thing at a time. Eliminate your distractions, and you'll be great.
Yep.
So this is what leads to our challenge. So one of the things we're going to try to do to help make these monthly memos more effective is we're going to challenge you to tell us through your T-Sheets notes in the next weeks, how did you use some of the information from
Yes.
today's video to help you work smarter, not
harder.
So we're going to be watching.
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.